Facebook land. It's finally starting to feel like summertime in rural New York State, where I am in the mid-Atlantic. Feels nice. Hot today. It feels like beach weather. It feels like summertime, which is the perfect backdrop to be talking about surf music and the beach and summer. I feel like Olaf. And the VIP online series that continues tonight at like 7 o'clock, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. My very, very special guest, my co-host, if you will, is Bruce Johnston. Bruce Johnston is a legend in the music industry, and he'll be on with me tonight at 7 o'clock. If you go to national-acts.com/Michael Graves, or if you want to check out the promo of the project, just scroll down there on the Facebook feed that you're watching, and you'll see the promo for it. It's really, really cool. Again, it's I don't know much about surf music, the genre. I did a deep dive on it this week, and I've learned a lot. I love the sound of that music. I had no idea really of the genesis of it, which has been really, really interesting, especially to hear it from Bruce and Balsa Bill, who will be on with us tonight as well on the VIP online event series featuring Bruce Johnston. I'll also at 4:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time today, I will be on the War Room with Owen Schroyer. That link as well is on the Facebook feed. Just scroll, I guess, below me, and you'll see the link to the War Room at band.video. Below that, you'll see the promo for tonight's project, the ongoing project with national-acts.com/Michael Graves. It's an online event series, and tonight is going to be with Bruce Johnston, and it's going to be about surf music and is culture had on me and Bruce and you if you go to national-acts.com/Michael. I'm doing it right now in front of your eyes. There it goes. Thank you, everybody, for checking out the stream. It's nice to see you. It's nice to talk to you. Thank you for checking in. Hello, Germany. Hello, Brazil. Hello, Finland, Argentina, Toronto, Ireland. Wow, Colorado, Chile, Tennessee. Hello to all of you. Peace and blessings to all of you out there. Wow, what an incredible array of locations. That's amazing. That's amazing. Spain. Hello from Spain. You know, I have a really I wear this cross. I've worn it every day of my life since I got it. I'll tell you the story of this cross here. I was in South America. I was with Marky Ramone. Forgive me, I don't remember exactly where, because we were a lot of places in not a lot of time. So I'm on stage, and we just come out on stage, and we start going. We start playing, and it was a really rowdy show, and it was oversold, so the place was just completely packed. It was packed to the max, all the way to the back. There was people that couldn't get in outside, and other things were happening in the neighborhood, and the military showed up. There, you can hear the rocks being thrown, hitting the roof. So we're on stage, and my senses are heightened because of the environment that we're in, and I see in the back, all the way in the back of the club, I noticed somebody making their way. I swear, I noticed somebody making their way all the way through the crowd. I saw this young man. He's making his way through the crowd. And so we keep playing, and I notice him again. And this time he's like kind of in the middle, and he's making his way through. I'm like, what the? This might not turn out good. So he makes his way to the front of the stage, and I remember him looking up, and he had this necklace. The chain is different, but he had the necklace with this cross, and he's handing it up to me. He's handing it up to me like that, because it was pretty packed in the front. He's handing it up to me, and I took it, and I put it on, and I haven't taken it off since. And so this cross is with me all the time. There's a real special place in my heart for South America. I've had so many incredible experiences down there. All right, Arturo is with us. I finally got Arturo the link. Sorry, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Different surroundings for me today. Sorry, man. I don't have the lights and stuff on today, so it's kind of. I'm on the way to Denver, so I'm roughing it out on the road.
You're on tour.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm on tour. I'm on tour without tour. It's good. I'm getting my tour legs early.
Yeah. You're getting your Jones. You're getting your Jones satisfied.
Dude, yeah. So surf rock today. That's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the whole surf rock thing. I'm really excited about hearing the stories, especially, and being able to talk about and share my stories of surfing and how it relates to music and my career. I've never spoken at length about it. I'm going to tell a cool story that I've never told before about surfing tonight. That was very life-changing. I don't even know what I'm gonna play. On these, so that everybody that's watching knows, on these VIPs that we do with Bruce, this series that we're doing, I play music, obviously on them. So. And I pick songs, and the first series we did, it was easy to pick the songs to play on that one, but
yeah,
I haven't picked the ones. I haven't picked the ones for tonight. What do you think? What do you think I should play?
I don't know. It's a hard one, because I don't. I'm gonna think about it a little more, and I'll let you know here in a little bit. But it's a hard one.
Yeah,
I'm thinking something off Vagabond, man. I don't know.
Well, I might do it. I think I'm gonna do Attack of the Butterflies, because that relates. Because I wrote that in Hawaii. Really cool story behind that.
Well, definitely. There's the tie right there, man. Yeah.
That ties in. All right, I gotta write this down. Let's do this live. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot, bro.
Yeah, I gotta do Attack of the Butterflies, and I'll tell the story about that. Attack of The butterflies. What else should I do? That's maybe even Blackbird. I might do Blackbird. Let's put that down because that kind of coincides. Hell in a book bag.
You can mix it up with
Hell in a
book bag, yeah.
Hell in a book bag, right? That's I'm talking about my girl that I was with that I fell in love with in Hawaii, and she was a college student, and as I and so that the song to open it up for me to open up that door to for the emotional part of the song, I had to indicate her somehow in my mind, and that was it. Hell in a book bag. I don't know exactly what it means,
dude. Somebody just brought me up this to my attention, but it might work, man. No Rain. The Blind Melons cover you did.
Right.
That's gonna be awesome, right?
Right. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Oh,
there he is.
Yeah.
Dropping in. I love all these surf references. Dropping in.
Too short of notice, man.
Is Loki. Yeah, it was kind of.
Look, you looking good. That hair.
It was a quick decision.
Got a late start. I'm still eating cereal.
Brazil checking in. Mexico, Colorado, Netherlands.
I'm going to Colorado.
Yeah.
What are we talking
Anybody
about?
wants to meet me in Colorado? Have a beer.
Back,
Yeah.
the United Kingdom. Yeah.
Hello, people. How are you?
Saying locked away seems appropriate since Mike tipping.
Yeah. So what's going on? We're talking about surf rock.
Yeah, talking about how excellent it feels in the mid-Atlantic because it's about 80-something degrees. There's actually that storm that's moving up through the country. So the weather is actually going to push swell towards the East Coast, which is nice. Yeah, so we're talking about surfing, talking about summer, and we're talking about the VIP online event series that continues tonight that people can find the promo for, which is really awesome. You guys did a killer job. Below on the feed, or you can go to national-axe.com/Michael Graves. Yeah, the promo that you did is on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, what cereal are you eating, Loki?
It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
Frosted Flakes, are they great?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you in Denver already?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
hey,
damn.
Michael, what type of surfboard did you have? When was it like a town and country surfboard, Rip Curl? What was it? A custom made surfboard?
I had, man, I might even have a picture of when I was really, really young. I think it was G&S.
Gordon and Smith, nice.
Yeah. I always had to borrow boards until I was older. Yeah, I hadn't really owned.
What was your first time on a surfboard? How old were you?
Probably about 12, because I first started bodyboarding. Because I couldn't get my hands on a surfboard. I would go with my father to Tom's River. We would go to Seaside. We would go to Ortley, Lavalette, because my dad grew up in Tom's River, and loves the water. So he was always wanting to go to the beach. Boogie boards, right? Dime a dozen. They're easy. Just go. So that's how I learned. That's how I learned about the ocean. That's how I learned about waves and dropping in the waves, and and what to do, what not to do, and I had my fins, and I got real into it. The first time I got a surfboard, my brother bought a board, and it was a short board. It was probably only about 6'5", 6'6". It was short. It wasn't that big. And I don't remember.
So you jumped some awesome waves with that, though, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's hard unless the waves are really good with a board like that. There wasn't much that you could do. One of the things that's especially in like Seaside Heights, Seaside Park, Ortley Beach, Lovelet over there, just the way that the ocean is, the way that the shelf comes in. Once the waves get to a certain height, it gets too big, and so everything bombs out. And I didn't really understand that and learn that until I was older, until I was like 17, 18, 19 years old, where I started to surf with people that knew what they were doing. So these storms would come in, and these huge swells would come, and there were definitely spots where the beach could take it, where they would roll and they would come in nice, but they would always get crowded because they were far and few between. And if you weren't a local and you didn't live in the area, you couldn't just paddle out. You couldn't just paddle out because even I knew that there's a certain respect in the water if you're not from, especially if you're not from the area. You can't just drop in on guys trying to drop in. So I would never be.
Keep talking. You're here.
So I would have to go to the part of the beach where nobody was, or the waves were different, and usually they were the spots where the waves would come in and just.
You ever have a battle with a rip current?
Yeah, that with surfing, rip currents are you want to look.
Right.
Frozen.
Michael's frozen. I didn't know if it was just me or
What
what.
a rip current.
Yeah, see, he just got caught in a rip current right there. I know you want to look for rip currents to get out there faster, but have you ever felt like in danger?
I've gotten screwed by rip currents sometimes, because when you're out beyond the break, it starts to get increasingly difficult to judge how far away you are to the shore, and sometimes as the sets come in, they vary where there's especially when the tides are changing. The big waves will come in and they'll be cresting like maybe right where you are, so you paddle towards them to get beyond them, and the next thing you know, you're with the rip tides and the trying to find your spot. You get further and further and further away. Also, when there's an offshore wind, when the wind is in your face, when you're sitting on your board and you're facing the beach this way, if there's a wind coming in your face, not a light breeze, but if there's a wind like in New Jersey and it's blowing you that way, again, you start. I start looking at the sky and I'm like doing this with the water, and you're waiting for the next set. You're like, where the fuck are all the waves go? What the fuck is happening? And then you realize, oh man, I'm like 7 miles offshore right now. Right? There's like a boat goes. I'm like, what the fuck, man? That boat is like really close right now. Oh shit! I gotta paddle in.
How's the shark situation down there in the Jersey Shore? Is it a lot of sharks or?
Nah, you don't have to worry about sharks.
No?
You have to worry about bluefish. Bluefish are gonna bite you before the sharks are gonna bite you. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the freak out level when in the summertime, on the real nice summer days, there'll be times where the dolphins will come through the water. The porpoises, they're not like dolphins like Flipper, but they're out there, man, and they come flying through the water, which is cool. But when they're out there, again, you're just sitting on your board and your feet, your feet are doing this underneath you. Sometimes they'll come underneath you, like they'll come, and you feel the rush of the water. And of course, you think like, oh man, Jaws is gonna eat me. You see like big skates in the water, like those big. They look like like big manta rays. They're real big.
They taste good. I know that much.
Yeah, man. You see the schools of fish and bluefish are mean.
Dude, growing up in Puerto Rico, it's a lot of surfing, of course. And I never really got into surfing. I did the boogie boarding. I remember I had a Maury boogie match 7-7, had the yellow top, orange on the bottom. I did a lot of that. But I had a neighbor that used to make his own. Have you ever been skim boarding? Like on the shore, they throw it's like a board you throw on the shore, and they go run and hop on it.
Yeah, I almost got. Someone almost shattered.
Ever, man.
Someone almost shattered my ankle with one of those things.
Yeah, people get ankle shattered. It's fun, but it's like falling on concrete, man, on that sand.
I've seen people do skimboarding. That's just like I've watched dudes do it. Like, all right, let me try. Yeah, and then the outcome is just not good. It's just like I would slide into the mouth of a giant monster. Right? You're supposed to like skim along, and then you can go up and go up along the swells and do all sorts of shit. I can't do.
You got to land just right, because if you put a little too much pressure, that tip hits the sand, man. That's it. You're eating.
Yeah, you watch videos of dudes doing it right. It's really awesome.
Well, you, Loki, what's your experience? You're from Puerto Rico too, I know.
I was too young when I left Puerto Rico. I was like 4. So, but after that, going back, I just did like wakeboarding and shit like that. But I remember one time, and if sometimes my father watches these things, and he took me out, and we got caught in a rip current, and we went way far out. I was on his shoulders, right, and he was swimming with me. I'm just a little kid. And we got washed up ashore by this monster wave, dude. And like, all I remember is coming to on the sand and just people like pounding the shit out of my chest.
No kidding. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You must have said, fuck that. I'm going to skateboard, guys.
No, but I loved that. No, after that, I was like, here we go. We're going back in the water, and that's it.
Yeah. We've had fun in the water.
Oh yeah.
Wow, someone from Dumont checking in. Dumont.
But I never got it. I was never in a position to go surfing. I never had the opportunities, or wasn't hanging out at the beach too much. Once I was up in Jersey, I was doing other things.
Yeah, there's Aunt Marion checking in. They used to live in Virginia. Aunt Marion used to live in Virginia Beach with my grandparents. My father and I used to drive out there. And I used to do boogie boarding, lots of boogie boarding, and watching.
We got a bucket list.
And watching the Navy do touch and goes.
Yep,
was my 2 favorite things in the world to do: surf and watch the planes land and take off.
We got to go to Santa Barbara. We gotta surf at least one wave with Bruce.
Yeah, I'm ready. Whenever that's a possibility. Of course, we should do that, and we need to play and sing, and make a fire and eat barbecue, and drink like margaritas.
Yes.
Or maybe we'll drink. We'll drink margaritas, and we might have to get even though it might be a bad idea, a bottle of Cabo Wabo tequila.
Fuck yeah! No, wait.
Just because
we got to get a bottle of rum for Loki. I protest.
So
Loki gets angry when he drinks tequila.
Yeah, Loki can't drink tequila.
Yeah, I'm not a good tequila drinker either.
I'll drink tequila. Have some mojitos. We can do mojitos for you guys.
I can drink tequila. You just better be ready to have a wild night. It's gonna get crazy.
I've been there, done that. I'll pass.
Mike Flood. I'll tell you what, Mike Flood's from Dumont. Mike Flood, he knows a lot more about surfing than I do. He's definitely plugged in. See, like Mike Flood's the type of guy I see out in the water, and I yield to him. Respect, Mike. I hope you're doing good. I hope the boy's still playing.
Dude, one of the coolest memories I had in Puerto Rico with surfing. I was 13 years old, Puerto Rico. The surfing. There was a big surfing contest in Crash Bowl, Aguadilla, and the Ramones were playing. And I remember I got into so much trouble because my dad's like, "Hell no, you're not. It's the other side of the island, you know, and you're not going." I'm like, "Well, fuck yeah, I am, dude." I jumped in the back of a pickup truck with some friends, and it was. Yeah. I mean, if I didn't do it, I would have regretted it.
By the way, the other side of the island isn't that far away.
It's 100 miles. It's 135. Yeah, you can probably walk it, but it's the other side of the island.
Right.
It was. I mean, in Puerto Rico, if you tell anybody, "Hey, man, I'm going an hour away," they're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you crazy? There's no way. That's too long." Here we drive for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, it's 100 miles. Just do that shit in like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Water's nice and warm in Puerto Rico.
It is. It is. It's nice and out to the western part, to Maya Weston area. That's where that's where all the current is, man.
Yeah.
We have a pipeline down there, so it's pretty cool.
So another project I want to do on these theme records, is like not an endless summer, but I want to go to a couple. You know, you go to different surf spots and surf and see the culture and talk to some dudes, write some music, make an album. Boom. And there's another documentary album, and yeah. I'm going to do like a whole series of them. They're going to be themed records like that. We're going to do one on the horses when we do the horse tour.
That'll be the country.
Right.
The theme, we got the surf rock.
Yep. Told you I'm going to do a spiritual one. I'm going to go to Israel. I'm going to go to the Holy Land.
It'll be a nice trip.
We could do something about like, oh man,
we got to do New Jersey one. Well, I guess you've done many New Jersey ones, right?
No, we could do New Jersey one.
We'll do New Jersey one. I do the Puerto Rico one.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a cowboy hat. I know guys that might beat me up if I do that.
We got to go to Norway and do the black metal one.
Oh my God, we totally have to. Yes. Right.
Friggin' up.
It'll be a badass dark album.
Oh, how's the weather up there, man? It's fucking humid and hot here.
This feels like summer.
I haven't bothered to go outside today.
Look, he's got the AC blasting.
I'm still starting the day here. Like this is still. I'm not ready.
national-acts.com/Michael Graves. If anybody is interested in checking out the online event series that we're doing, take part in the this weekend we're doing the surf rock. Now I'm stoked about it because now I know a lot more about surf rock than I did about a week ago. And it's really interesting. And it's even cooler that we're going to be able to, that we're talking to Bruce Johnston, who's not only a surfer, but has apparently, not only being in one of the quintessential California bands that kind of sum up the whole, especially for people that are our age, that know or think what surf music is. We think of the Beach Boys, but it turns out that there's a whole different thing going on as far as where surf rock came from. And according to Bruce and Balsa Bill, surf rock doesn't exist anymore. It's kind of gone. And when it was explained to me, and that was the first order of business that I got this morning, right? I woke up to that,
right?
Because I produced the intros at the beginning of these things, and I put together with my research and my notes, I put together something that was not correct, which is fine, because then when I went back and I looked at everything, it clicked in my mind that, like, all right, yeah, that once the Beatles, I guess the Beatles and
Yeah, it's like
and,
Nirvana when Nirvana wiped out the 80s.
oh, dude, you're right. Right, that's what was being said. That once, like, the Beatles showed up in 1964, that whole, it was just over.
Right,
And
but you know what?
Yeah, right.
But you know what?
Right.
I just feel like that surf rock morphed into things that he's not familiar with, because so many psychobilly bands and like California bands, like punk bands, took that sound and created. It wasn't necessarily surf rock per se, but it's all the elements of surf rock. You know, that guitar.
That's why I added the Dragons part of it, and apparently, I don't know. I guess the Dragons, because of the sound and maybe the influences were so different. They sound like the Doors,
right?
But when you listen to the Beach Boys, or I
think it just changed for him, like what that fundamental. What surf rock is to him, just became no more, and to him it ended there. But it really just did evolve into what we know now as psychobilly and
Sublime.
Yeah,
I would think Sublime is definitely right. Psychobilly, of course, dude. You listen to a band like Living In. They're an Australian band, but regardless, surf rock. Total surf rock. It sounds like Dick Dale, and it's probably many of the same like chords, and it is a lot of the same chords.
Yeah.
See that? I'm
Dick Dale.
I've. Go ahead, bro.
Dick Dale's, I'm saying, definitely amazing, and the sounds he got out of those guitars. I mean, you just see. The introduction to Pulp Fiction, that's Dick Dale, right? I forgot the name of the song. It's very weird, but it just blows your mind. It takes you on that wave, man. You're like, wow.
I didn't even know that. We were talking last night, and someone threw out the name of that song. They're like, you know that song? I'm like, right? They were like, it's the beginning of Pulp Fiction. I'm like,
Pulp Fiction, man.
Of course I know that song. I didn't know that was Dick Dale, but it is.
I'll tell you the name. It's a really strange name, but.
Yeah,
but yeah, Dick Dale and apparently Dick Dale and Jimi Hendrix were tight too. There's a whole lot of stuff there with Jimi Hendrix and the surf music too, that's coming up.
Yeah,
Bruce denounced that.
It's true though. He denounced it, but it's everywhere.
It's funny. Like I think I see Bruce kind of getting like this is so his thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because he's a surfer boy, so like he's so, if we were to talk about horror punk or something, but no,
right.
whoa,
right.
No,
it's like it's like you talking to me about like metal, and then you're like, Metallica's the most metal thing out there. I'd be like, bro, just calm down here, all right? It's not happening.
That's right. That's absolutely right. It's absolutely right.
Miserloo's the name of the song, the Pulp Fiction theme that Dick Dale did.
What was it called?
Miserloo.
Miserloo, is that the one that goes brown, brown, brown?
No, it's the here. It's the actual. Hold on, I'm trying to get my audio here for you guys. There you go.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
So yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting. We're all going to learn a bunch of stuff. I think there's only a few spaces. It's been a very popular one. I'm looking forward to it. I think Balsa Bill's going to sell his book again, like at cost, and you can get an autograph if you want. Do you have the
Balsa Bill? He's gonna download info like nobody's business.
Do you have the video I sent you there? I mean, do you see the promo video? I'll just send it to your WhatsApp.
I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah, put it on there.
Yeah, for people that want to see it, it's below our feed.
Right.
Yeah. Woo. It's right on the Facebook feed.
I'm gonna grab a beverage real quick. Hold on, it's freaking hot.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back. This one's for you guys, nice and cold. Got my glasses.
What time is it? What is it, like 10 o'clock in the morning? You're having a fucking
It is
beer already?
3:35.
All right.
Dude, you just woke up. That's the problem.
3:30. Where are you?
It's not. That's not possible. It's not
2:30.
possible that it's 3:30 anything. It's probably 12:30 where you are.
No,
Fucking
it's
1:30.
It's 2:30
Yeah.
on the East Coast. 2:35 on the East Coast. Which means it's 1:30
12:30 where I am,
so it can't be later unless you went the wrong way.
It's not later for sure. Yeah,
Unless you crossed the Atlantic.
you're somewhere out in the ocean or something. Yeah.
Floating out
That
there.
John Denver is full
with the
of
ghost
shit.
chicken wing that flew from my chicken bowl the other day and hit my buddy when I was finishing this video.
What happened? The chicken?
I told you about that, dude.
Oh, the chicken wing.
Yeah.
Wait, tell that again. What happened? Where were you? You were in a haunted house?
No,
For real?
I was in my office, surrounded by a bunch of Michael Graves Ouija boards, nonetheless.
Oh.
and I'm finishing the finishing touches on the music video I'm doing for a friend of mine. He's sitting right next to me. He's like, "Oh, that's cool. Do this, do that." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
We're almost done. Mind you, yeah, we've had a few drinks because we're working. And dude, he brought this Buffalo Wild Wings thing. It's cool. It's chicken wings. Goes, grabs a wing, starts eating it. My hands are right here next to him, and the fucking another chicken wing, just like flew across the room, bro, and smacked him. I'm like, the fuck was that?
No way.
Dude, I don't know if maybe there was a hair that was fried on, like somebody's hair got fried onto the wing or something. But
Right.
I saw the dude went like this, and the other
Right, and just fucking.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. So
Yeah, man, that's it.
I don't know.
Well, I like that explanation actually. But did you ever find a hair?
I didn't find no hair, but I'm just
Did you
thinking
pick
that
the chicken wing up?
logical explanation I can see of it is that.
Did you pick it up? Did you pick the chicken wing up?
I think he did, and I mean, I just kept working. We were like, "What the fuck," you know? But because he thought I threw it at him, and I'm like, "Yo, dude, my hand's been here." I'm like, why would it throw a chicken wing at you? You know?
No shit.
So the only logical explanation, somebody's hair got caught up in there, and they fried a long fucking hair, and it connected to both of them.
Yeah.
Or stranger things are happening, man. There's fucking ghosts. My house goes back to the Civil War era. There's soldiers and shit dead outside. Who knows? Maybe they wanted a chicken wing.
Yeah, maybe they didn't like.
I don't know, Loki. You slept in that room before. Anything strange in there? Any strange feelings?
No, I've seen pretty absent of any spirits. I've been in some rooms where I felt the presence of some shit that was not happy. But yeah. And no, that room is pretty whatever. You go to Europe
We
and
have
like I
people
start
asking
feeling
why the
like
chicken
that a
across
lot.
the road
man.
now. You see?
Yeah, right.
You go to Europe and it's just heavy over there. Like,
yeah, you can sense time. It's like when you record a lot on tape, and there's just there's a lot underneath it. Remember we used to record on tape, and if you just play it with nothing, you can hear the shit that's underneath. Sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes you hear the shit underneath when you're in Europe, for sure.
That's crazy. Where was it?
Yeah,
Where
what was
it
that shit where they what?
We went to that bar. What was it 1200 from the 1200s? That we were like, we have to stop here and grab a beer at this bar. It's from the 1200s.
Oh, in Ireland? Yeah, in Ireland.
Was
yeah.
it Ireland? That was fucking crazy. Definitely seen some things.
Damn, that's nuts.
I don't know.
What's that shit, Michael? Where they look at the whiteout on the television, right, and they record the noises.
EVP.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, electro
That shit freaks me out.
phenomenon.
Freaks me out.
I've been dying to do that with the kids at the house. The oldest has been asking me.
Really?
I've been telling her about it.
Those kids.
Well, you know what? Because we watched Poltergeist, and they were asking me about that, and I said, well, it's kind of real that, within the, analog sound like that, sometimes you can decipher and hear voices.
See, there it is, the chicken ghost.
That's chicken ghost.
Oh,
There's a whole website dedicated to the chicken ghost.
See? You see? If
Oh
anybody
my
out there knows
God,
about the chicken ghost,
There you
come
go.
on over. Let's experiment. Let's find out what the fuck's wrong with the chicken in my house.
that is horrifying.
Ghost of the chicken sandwich.
He's also known as the god of chickens. That chicken ghost.
That's right.
Is he good?
Who
Is he a
knows?
good ghost or a bad ghost? Is he mean?
He's as tall as an adult human,
Oh,
and he's only hostile to those who slaughter and eat poultry.
What? See?
And he's more likely
what if you got to eat?
he's more likely to roam around chicken farms or egg factories.
See, I just bought
does he
chicken, man.
Oh my God.
Doesn't say what he eats. I guess he eats humans.
Yo, man, at night at like 1 a.m.
The chicken ghost is a completely The chicken ghost is a completely white, tall humanoid chicken. It has red eyes with small black pupils. It has chicken-like hands with 3 fingers and a thumb on each hand. It also has a white pearl-like orb in its chest, suggesting that it actually represents an actual chicken egg.
Holy shit.
There's chicken ghost.
Now I'm gonna.
There are chicken ghost sightings.
Yo, man, when I leave the barn here at night and I gotta walk back to the house, I'm gonna think of chicken ghost and be
Chicken
absolutely,
ghost.
I'm gonna be absolutely terrified.
He looks really thin, though. I don't know. I think you could take him.
I would be so
I
scared.
think it's an alien, dude. It's gotta be.
You know what? It's very alien
I'm not saying-
looking. It's very alien-like.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
people
my
are just
God.
seeing
Saying it was
aliens and
alien.
it's calling it chicken ghost.
Chicken ghost. See?
Oh my God, that's so scary.
Where is it? I mean, is it everywhere or is it like from a certain region?
Right?
It's-
Yeah.
it's
Does
not
he
like
just show
the-
up?
The moth.
Is it like Beetlejuice? If we keep talking about him, the chances of him showing up are bigger.
He hangs out. No, he hangs out. He hangs out in egg factories or chicken farms and shit like that, and he fucking tries to torture those who torture chickens.
Yeah, industrial
damn.
chicken
That's his-
farming
that's
is
his thing.
absolutely.
What's
appalling.
considered torturing chickens? I mean, killing them for food. Is that torture?
Have you ever seen industrial chicken
Farming
farms?
chickens. Yeah.
It's.
Say it again.
I don't, have you ever seen industrial chicken farms?
Well, we see the fucking
Oh,
trucks all the time
yeah.
on the road.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
The trucks on the road are crazy when they come out.
Yeah. Chicken Auschwitz.
Where they're just going out for fucking. It's the concentration coop.
It's the
Chickens are going to die, dude. Like,
Oh man, it's terrible.
it's just a fucking truck full of chickens that are getting fucking axed.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Their last trip.
I read an article about it was about viruses and the transmission of viruses from animals to humans, and they were talking about how easily viruses spread and are able to mutate, and especially in industrial sized farming of chickens, and then they had pictures,
Yeah.
and it was just the birds are so close together that they can't move, and they just
can't
sit
do
there,
anything.
man. So
Yeah.
so in
And they eat like their own shit and the shit of the other birds, and like,
right.
so whatever is happening there, like, that's how the diseases spread around through the birds. But it's the same in the wet markets, right? Because the animals are just fucking on cages and cages and cages, stacked on top of each other.
Right,
And those animals,
right, and they're
in
alive.
the wet markets, yeah, they end up eating the fucking shit of the other animals, and it's just got, you know, all sorts of fucking awful, nasty viri. And
with the chickens as well. And I was thinking about this morning. As I was mucking out the both stalls, the overwhelming, you know, when you have animals like that and because they urinate in the coop, like the ammonia from the urine builds up so much. I mean, and I keep the stalls clean, and in this article they were talking about the ammonia doing something that propagates the the viruses and the sicknesses from, for example, from these chicken farms. And they're like, if something, really it gives the virus is able to just jump from bird to bird to bird to bird and mutate along the way because it's so easy. They're right there. It was fucking crazy.
Yep.
It was crazy. So if you have anybody out there that has the means to raise, now because if you raise and eat and produce your own chickens, the fucking chicken ghost might come after you. I might have to get rid of all my birds.
Listen, you're not safe no matter what you do.
I don't eat them though. At least not yet.
You're not safe no matter what you do. There's
something's gonna get you.
Something coming after you no matter what.
Something's
you got Mothman, you got chicken ghost, you got fucking all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Indiana Man.
Oh man.
What's that one we saw when we were on tour? We saw that little documentary. The Hobob or something like that. Remember that?
That's right.
When we were on the acoustic tour, Michael?
Yeah, I forget what it was. It was like the Hobob or something.
Mm.
But this one was totally made up. They're like, "Oh yeah, we made it up, but come see it anyways."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. With the log or something, it was some sort of They
looked like
carved
a
out a log.
lizard with a bunch of legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what that Netflix documentary was that I watched, and I thought it was real because it was like Blair Witch.
The Bell Witch, wasn't it, or the Black Witch?
I looked at Bell Witch. And I don't think that's not the one. It's not the one.
You're talking about the one with the faucets dripping and shit?
Yeah, it was
that they rented the house.
It was the filmmaker, and he wanted to make a documentary. He couldn't figure out what he wanted to do, and then someone called him up and was saying about this haunted house, and he goes and he stays in the haunted house.
Wasn't it the Blackwell Witch?
What is it called? The Blackwall Witch?
The Blackwell Witch, I think it was.
Let me see. Let me Google it.
I remember I saw it because you told me right after I watched it.
Yeah, and Arturo calls me. He's like, "Yo, man, that wasn't real." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Yeah, it was.
Blackwell Witch.
Gotta be real.
It was a good movie though. They did really good with it.
It was awesome.
I think they made part two.
And then we went. We tried to research it, right, and we couldn't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, all right, yeah, maybe this is bullshit. It was just made up.
Hey, Michael, tell me, I have here, and I have to give it back to you. There's a red folder here, and you went somewhere. I think you went with Mark Allen Stewart, but you guys did a ghost hunt. And the whole transcript is there, and there's a DVD in there, and a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So, yes, the Netflix thing is called The Blackwell Ghost, and yes, on that thing that you have.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Blackwell Witch. There you go.
There it is, yeah.
It's on Netflix. Is that it? Milo Jenkins. No, that's not it.
It's the Blackwell Ghost documentary and horror movie.
Yeah, it's Netflix. It's like the Netflix documentary. But that thing that you have, I did a ghost hunt. It was in Chicago. It was awesome.
All right.
On the audio files, there's EVP and it says my name.
Fuck out of here.
It says Michael Emmanuel.
Like clearly?
That must have freaked you out.
Yeah, you can hear it. Well, when we meet up, as soon as you get back and we do the thing, bring me that envelope and I'll get the audio of it. It's crazy. So one of the devices that I was using, one of the things that I was using was there's this box, and it has a strobe on it, and when the it senses electromagnetic frequencies when there's fluctuations of a certain degree, the strobe goes off. And so we put it in this room, and everybody left, and it was videotaped too. The video is probably part of that documentation. And I'm sitting there, you're doing the whole thing like, is anybody here? Can you hear me? Are you stuck here?
Hello?
All right, so I'm like doing that. And, I'm trying to be serious about it. I'm totally alone. It's totally dark. And I'm sitting there. And all of a sudden, man, this thing starts flashing. I'm like, if that was real, do it again. And fuck thing goes off. And it was crazy. So shit like that was happening to me all night. And then I got the other guys. I got Mark and I got the other people that we were with. I'm like, y'all gotta see this. Like, watch this. And so they came over and they were sitting there doing the thing and they saw it. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it was me that was giving off some sort of frequency that the stupid thing picked up. I don't know.
This guy does an app review for. It's a fucking phone app. It's a Ghost EVP Analyzer, and he reviews what the fucking app does.
All right, cool.
Basement. We're gonna start doing some recording right now. Are there any?
There you go.
Ghosts down here? Any?
No, I can get this on Google Play.
Anyone at all? I'm not here to try and hurt you.
Yeah,
awesome.
so that guy's just reviewing the app and see if it works. I haven't watched the end of it, but I'm guessing maybe nothing happens.
What's the name of the app? I'm going to download it. Check it out.
Yeah, let's see if it works.
Ghost EVP Analyzer.
We should do our own.
I'll skip
we'll
to the later see if he's freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's got something.
No way.
He's got
Damn,
something.
all right.
Before my family even moved into this house.
Well, that's got to be him. You can't tell.
What?
You can never tell. That's his voice, probably.
Dude,
It sounded just like his voice.
there's so many apps for this, man. There's not only one. There's like 20 of them.
There's so many EVP analyzers.
Yeah. Look at this thing, man.
Okay.
That's cool. I mean, I don't know. I'm afraid of that shit, but it's cool for somebody who wants to fuck with it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should.
all right.
I should download something, and then at some point we'll do some reviews. Anybody that's listening, download
We should everybody try it out differently. We'll come back and do a show.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah,
EVP
you know, we'll do a whole.
voice
What did your
analyzer.
voice recorder record? You know? See if I get the chicken ghost.
I hope you do.
I hope I don't. I'll send him to your house. I'll go to Tennessee, please.
I don't have a chicken coop.
I'll tell him you helped me build it. It was Loki's idea. He wanted to live in your house. Ugh.
Someone's saying they don't know if they trust a phone app to talk to ghosts. I mean, it's probably fine.
Sure, it's fine. And what can you trust to talk to ghosts? If you can't trust it,
Right, what can you trust?
Can't trust anything. I want to try it though. Seriously,
Don't trust anything.
I've been talking to EVP. I've been talking up EVP for a few weeks now. Yeah.
They had that EVP movie. What the fuck was that called? You know what I'm talking about?
The one when we were kids with Kiefer Sutherland.
I think there's a newer
was
one.
Dead Zone, right?
No,
Dead
wait.
Zone?
I'm thinking about a different scan.
Yeah,
no,
that
Scanners.
they were doctors and they like take themselves.
Yeah. It wasn't called Dead Zone though. It had Kiefer Sutherland. It had not Cindy Crawford. What's
It was
that?
called White Noise. It was with Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah.
White Noise, where he was taking everyone's tapes and analyzing them.
Yeah. What's the movie I'm thinking about? Flatliners. Flatliners. Yep.
Flatliners, yeah.
Yep.
You know that Chris, our buddy Chris, who used to do the website stuff that lives in Europe, rewrote that book or something. He did an illustration book of that with
Flatliners?
with what? Yeah, with that's what's the name of the guy who did the cover for Legacy? Hellraiser.
What, the artist?
The director? Yeah, well, he's the artist and the director of Hellraiser, and he did the cover for Legacy.
Can't believe I can't remember his name.
God damn, he's so well known too.
Clive Barker. Yeah.
Clive Barker, yeah. So, when he sent me the Legacy, the actual original Legacy, photo, the drawing that he did, he sent me a book that he did all the illustration for, and they did something for Clive Barker with that.
Nice.
It was cool. All right, fellas, I'm gonna have to drop off here in a little bit, so I got to keep going. But
yeah,
fucking great to see you
2:56.
guys.
So let's jump off here. We went an hour. Everybody, check out national-axe.com/Michael Graves, and join us tonight for the VIP online event series. And until next time.
That's
So I'll
tonight,
say
huh?
goodbye. I don't have the outro music
All right.
ready, so yeah.
Goodbye,
All right,
guys.
If I knew what to do, I'd do it.
Facebook. Bye.